Welcome to Weekly Mini Training. I'm Sam Nordberg and we're up to episode 3 of Selling Your Course That Works. So these first 3 episodes of How to Sell Your Course focus on list building, and in this one, episode 3, we're going to talk about challenges. Now, I'm sure you have been involved in one in the past, and there's a reason that I've separated this specific method of free list building off from just generalized free opt-ins such as ebooks, audio downloads, or videos, is because a challenge is slightly different. Now, there's some good, some bad, and some ugly when we come to challenges, so bear with me. The reason I wanted to share with you this is because, honestly, the most successful list building I've done to date was the Write That Course Challenge. So at the beginning of, not this year, last year, 2 years ago, I created a 30-day Write That Course Challenge. It was big, so it was 30 videos delivered one a day for 30 days. It launched on the 1st of January for a New Year thing, but then it went evergreen and continued to run for a little bit. And it was by far my most successful list building. In fact, it gathered over 500 new people within the first 5 weeks of opening. 500 new people within the first 5 weeks of being open was huge for me. Like, it was something I had never come across. I mean, you're talking to the girl who'd always grown her list in like dribs and drabs and 3s and 4s. So it was by far my most successful thing. And that was nearly 2 years ago now. You'll see that there are people doing challenges left, right, and center. In fact, they've become very, very common. So, the good things about a challenge. The good things about a challenge is it allows you to actually show your audience the thing that you do. So it allows you to take them through a journey. It allows you to share video and PDF and support. It allows you to show them a miniature version of the thing that you do. That's a really good way for them to get a feeling and an experience for what it is that you can do for them and the kind of things they can expect from you. It's like a miniature version of working with you, and that's why it's so good. It's because it really does show them the truth about what it is like. The other reason is that by taking them through a process, it really is setting them up for or pre-framing them for a course or system or process of some sort. You're getting them used to doing things like watching your videos. You're getting them used to doing things like taking action. You're getting them used to the process of following your instructions, and that is vital if you're about to sell a course, because you want them to take action and learn from you. And if they can do that for free, then you're pre-framing the fact that they'll be able to do that when they pay you. The other great thing about a challenge is if you've built one well, and it works, then they get results. And this is the best thing you can do with any free opt-in of any sort, is give them results. Because if they're getting results from your free stuff, A, they will tell other people, and B, they will buy your paid stuff. Because they're getting so much stuff from your free stuff, they will buy your paid stuff. So, that's the good stuff. The bad stuff. 1, everyone is doing them. Now, it doesn't mean there's not space in the market, and it doesn't mean you can't really offer some great support with the challenge, but I want you to make sure that if you're building one, it's because you honestly believe it's useful for your audience and there's a space in the market for it and you know you can help. Don't just duplicate something else. The other bad thing, they're hard work. There is a lot of effort to put in advance to create that sort of content. They're hard work in the fact that you need to support that audience on the way through. If you don't support them, if you just kind of chuck the challenge out and leave it, what you'll get is a group of people who kind of feel a bit meh about your stuff. And that's really not what you're trying to do here. You don't want them to feel meh about your stuff at the beginning. The other downside, I guess, to a challenge is that you've really got to work on, I want to be careful how this says, you've got to work on what you give, but what you also don't give. Yeah? So I'm all for putting information out there. In fact, I probably do it far too much. I give out everything I've got, and I believe that that's a great way to do it. But you'll hear a lot of people say that you should really only giving away part of your stuff so that you hold back some of your stuff for your paid audience. Then you've got to be careful about how you sell to them in emails off the back end. Now, you know what? I feel like that's all kind of baloney. Honestly, I give just about everything I've got to you guys, either through weekly mini trainings or challenges or whatever I've got. Sure, I take on private clients, but I give and give most of what I've got. And the other thing is I really don't use email autoresponder series. So you won't get a sales follow-up series to weekly mini trainings or to the challenges. It doesn't happen, I don't do it. So maybe that's part my fault because it means that they don't always convert really well. But you know what, that wasn't why I put it out there. I put it out there to help people so they could get a feel for the stuff and to show them where to go next. The ugly, I guess, just be careful. There are people throwing challenges out there who are primarily using them just to convert into sales. And while obviously a challenge can do that, if you're putting the challenge together for solely that purpose, that I'm suggesting that perhaps your heart is not in it. Honestly, if you're going to put a challenge together, if you're going to go to all that hard work and you're going to give them all that support, and yes, hopefully it will convert, and yes, you're going to lead them into your paid products, and yes, you're going to build your list from it, but you need to be going into it for the right reasons, which is the fact that you genuinely want to show them what you've got, you want to help them, and you want to try and help them get some results in that challenge. Things to consider with your challenges. First of all, keep them short. So the 30-day Write That Course challenge was great, but it was 30 days. And honestly, it was too long. And I know that. In hindsight, I look back and I know that. At the beginning of this year, I ran a 7-day course clarity challenge, and that was much shorter and much easier to put together and much easier for them to follow along with. I didn't get the same sort of drop off. So as you can imagine, the open rates for the emails drastically dropped off for the 30-day Write That Course challenge past about, say, 10 days. With the 7-day course clarity challenge, there was some drop off still, but nowhere near as much. So shorter is better. 5 days, 7 days, 10 days all work fairly well. You can get away with 2 weeks. 30 days is really useful. Honestly, they needed that much time to be able to write a course, but for a lot of people it was too much to commit to. And expecting someone to commit a whole month for something that is free is really quite difficult. So keep it short and keep it sweet. The other thing is you've always got the option of offering a paid upgrade. That might be then some more support, some longer services, or something else along the side. Look, this video I guess became kind of a rant, and perhaps maybe has convinced you not to do a free challenge, which is not what it was there for. Challenges are a great way to help your audience, but make sure you're going in with your eyes open and that you're building your challenge for the right reasons. There are a lot of people out there doing some really average challenges, and if you're going to do one, make it good. Build good, solid content, offer support, keep it short and sweet, and make sure they get results. And that is what is going to convert, not some sleazy email funnel off the back. Make sure you're there for them. Make sure you help them, especially if you're going to be using it to sell a course, because they need to be able to see that they can trust you. So that's it for now. 2 things I want to know. 1, are you using challenges currently? If so, I'd love to see. So drop in the comments down below and tell me what challenges you're using, what you're doing with them, and if you'd like, share a link and we'll come and have a look. And number 2, if you're not using a challenge at the moment, I want you to genuinely consider if it's a good option for you. I'm not telling you need to build one, because that's not always the right answer, but genuinely think about, is it something you could use to help you build your audience, but also deliver great value and build trust? What do you think? That's it for now, and as always guys, I will see you in the next video.